You're back.
Okay. And we are live. Hello, beautiful people. I hope that you can see us. I hope that you can hear us. Please write us in the chat if you do. And then we can slowly start the webinar.
Hello everyone, how are you tonight? Today? Morning, whenever you are.
All good. Cool. Okay, so as you already know, probably, my name is Nemanja Živković. I'm the founder and the CEO of the Funky Marketing, and here with me tonight is Ivan Dimitrievich, my fellow colleague, who is director of demand gen in Funky Marketing and the one who is responsible for the content we're creating. And tonight he's going to be the one who will do the presentation and who will talk with you about the content. So Ivan, maybe a word or two.
Hello everyone. We are here tonight to talk more about content and a little bit different approaching content creation and later content promotion. So stay with us. We will go through really nice and useful things.
Yeah, one thing I gotta tell you is that all the tools for webinar we are using at Respond are created in a way that the picture, the stream gets more stable as we proceed with the webinar. So if you have some problems with the picture or with the sound, know that it will get more stable. And I can advise you to shut down all the other tabs and all the other things that are eating your bandwidth, just so you can follow it as you should. Take a glass of beer or a glass of wine, whatever you're using, and just enjoy. You don't need to write anything. Feel free to ask questions anytime. I'll be here to watch on the questions and to mark them, and Ivan will respond when he finishes with the presentation. So at the end, we'll respond to the questions. And one more thing I gotta ask you, so where are you from? We didn't ask you. That's always a nice thing when we have people from all around the world. So feel free to share with us your location. Where are you watching us from? I'm in Novi Sad, Serbia. Ivan is in Zemun.
Zemun, Belgrade.
New Hampshire, USA. Nice. Belgrade. Hi Conley. Hi Natasha. Pančevo, nice. Hampshire, nice. So we have Hampshire, US and Hampshire, UK. That's good. Sokovania, again Belgrade, nice. Okay, that's cool. I will ask you one more question, and then I will leave it to Ivan to do the presentation. So, what's your current role? I'm asking you because we are talking about the content strategy, and I'm interested to see what are you working at. Are you somebody who is decision maker? Are you somebody who is in charge of the content strategy of marketing?
How close you are to content? Are you seeing it every day?
Yeah, content strategist.
How do you feel about that?
Fractional content director. I do content strategy for the clients. Nice. More and more people are, using this kind of roles, accepting as a fractional content director. And it's good to add somebody to your team that knows how the things are going and had experience with it. Content marketing manager. Fellow Texan. Nice. Okay, Toci, why don't we move on? I'll turn off myself. You can share the screen and start the presentation.
I will start screen sharing. So is it okay now? Can you see the presentation?
Yes.
Probably yes. So let's start. We will talk about how to create pillar content and topic cluster strategies for B2B SaaS. So my current position is like I'm director of demand generation, and I'm in content more or less about 20 years from totally different types of perspective. So I will try to give you, my unique views about, for all of us, very interesting topic, and that's content. So this webinar is for busy marketeers looking to get a head start in an increasingly competitive market. Let's be honest, things are changing, and things are changing on very, very fast level. So to stay on this competitive market today, you need to learn few things that are like completely different from the time before. Now you simply must be able to stand out from the crowd. So we can say that it's not enough to blog about your product or service. You need content that can be distributed across multiple channels and produce high quality leads. Which further means we need more and more effort to stay in the game. To provide better leads for our product or for our services, we need to produce more and more content just to stay in the game. But is more the right solution? Probably no. So we need to produce better content and to start creating different type of content connected to our main content to achieve better results. So the key to success lies in creating a pillar content and topic cluster strategy, which will help you connect with prospects on a deeper level and keep them coming back for more of your valuable information. Things are additionally changed in 2015 with rank brain, and before that in 2013 with hummingbird algorithm. We will talk more about that later, but Google tried to better understand our searches, to provide better responses, to provide better results. And with RagBrain, they succeed to understand better basic search intent behind search queries. And that was revolutionary, changed things and how people are actually search for things and what type of results they will get. So there are few important questions we will try to give response on today's presentation. First one is like, what is actually pillar content? Is it the same as a blog post? Technically, yes and no. For example, it's look at that. It's a blog post, but on steroids. It's a high-level blog post done with additional principles in mind, and it's designed to serve you better and to serve better Google and to serve better end user. All this is like made with end user in mind, not made as only search engine in mind. This type of creating content and strategy who will go together is natural for both of them, for users and for Google. So what are actually topic clusters? Topic clusters help visitors find what they are looking for by organizing related topics together so they can easily navigate your site without struggling to find the right information or being overwhelmed with too much information. So, for example, examine Google Spider, start crawling your website with, I don't know, for example, 100, 200 articles. It will be much better for Google to be able to find and to locate everything through a network of high quality links. And this type of content can be organized and written in manner where end user will be able to find additional info in some either direction, so he can navigate easily through network of your content, all from the beginning, top of the funnel, through middle of the funnel, to end of the funnel. So let's start talking about 2013 and 15. Let's travel back in time. In 2015, Google launched RankBrain. RankBrain was add-on to Google's core algorithm that had a significant impact on how the company ranked websites. That's because RankBrain was designed to help Google rank content based on search intent. Search intent is probably the main keyword about all these later changes in way how Google rank sites. Because after that update, it was clear that some older techniques with searching for right keyword density and focusing on page is simply the past, because from that time Google was able to much better understand search intent, different search intent, and connected with that buying search intent. According to Google, this is part of its objective to offer users the content that is both relevant and valuable based on their search intent and the target phrase they use. Now, by organizing your content into topic clusters, you're ensuring that you're delivering high quality and in-depth content that your readers will trust and find very helpful. I mean, for example, let's look at our business, Funky Marketing. Okay, we want to be position and trust. We want to leave a different type of message we want to be remembered for. We want to transform B2B space. We want to go with new strategic narrative, and to be able to produce something like that, we need high quality content for the start, and we need to organize it nice. So we will pick a main topic of our interest, and we will provide like very insightful, long resource with additional things around that. And to support this type of content, we will provide content on additional topics, and we will support main topics with a network of content and links, and users will love it. Google will love it, because on that way you are showing that you are authority in some niche or on some topic. After 2015, everything we know about the business and buying intent has changed. And that's simply true, because after that, Google's algorithm was very much smarter. And when you are doing, I mean, some basic keyword research analysis, you can simply see keywords where there is some buying intent behind, and that's the right keywords you are trying to focus on. Because especially after start of COVID pandemic, things in B2B space are definitely changed. Way people are searching for information is changed. Way the people are working now is changed. So now in B2B space, according to research, 47% of B2B customers read 3 to 5 pieces of content before speaking with sales. Can you imagine that? That is, each piece of content you write must contribute to your overall authority on topic. And I mean, that's true. Because if we really want to be above our competition and to somehow stand out from the crowd, you really need to produce high quality content and to be creative and to be consistent with your content marketing efforts, because if you're not doing something like that, you will not be seen at all. If you want to check what can be done also for your company in some positive way, if you start looking at content and content strategy a little bit complex, here are some of the benefits your company can get by using this approach. Creating a new category or establishing topical authority. I mean, that's That's something all we want. Remember Drift, for example. Drift position themselves as an authority, and they create category conversational marketing, and they're great. I mean, they're trying now, another example, to own things around revenue marketing era. Everything around that is interesting for them, and probably they will create a lot of amazing content about these topics with additional sub-pillar articles or books or other materials, and they will simply in time completely own some category or some topics from vital interest for them. So another thing, another benefit for your company can get by using this approach is gaining relevant and increasing organic search traffic. Because let's be honest, Google love when you categorize your articles information in that manner, because you're showing some topical authority. Increasing the number of qualified leads entering your sales funnel in a predictable manner. Again, qualified leads, not every single lead. Qualified leads in predictable manners, which means we will provide a different type of contents for each stage of the funnel. So when we spot some reactions or something like that, we will actually know where is our leads in that moment going through our funnel. So, and the late one, creating a resource backlog to help you establish a community around your product and keep your current clients. So what is the content topic cluster strategies? Why is the content topic cluster strategy so important? One of the main reasons it works so well is that Google likes it. And that's one of the reasons we start after we said RankBrain was on in 2015. Around the year 2016, we start seeing one type of content start dominating search results. This type of content is called skyscraper technique, and it was born and gained widespread popularity in 2016. And it's more or less simple. You will find the best resources on some related topic of your interest, and you will make it better, bigger, longer, with additional videos, links, everything. You will make it 10 times better and bigger and everything, and you will do some promotion after that. So skyscraper technique was born, and things start being a little bit different, because in time before, article was 350 words and 500 words and 750 and 1000. After 2016, we start seeing in top results materials who are more like ebooks, 5K plus words with everything included. So it takes more time than just publishing long-form content to establish yourself as an authority in order to find and retain customers and develop your B2B SaaS business predictably. It's more like putting a puzzle together. And that's probably how it really is, because you need to solve content puzzle with additional pieces, with additional effort, and you need to make it right. So by creating the pillar pages with supporting content clusters, you can gain a higher ranking for target keyword concepts. In other words, when you link content pieces on your website around specific topics, you're not just helping them draw qualified visitors and leads, you're also establishing topical authority, and this will help you drive your company forward. For example, on our blog, I will focus for some topic about demand generation, for example. And to provide additional support, I will try to go further and to provide more articles to support my main topic. And I want to cover everything related I can, especially search queries with some related buying intent. On the other hand, if you have a lot of materials on your website, you have many articles published. What will happen if you have some badly arranged content pieces on your company's website? It may cause a lot of issues for you, including the difficulty for search engines to properly crawl and index the content on your website, low and falling organic ranking, as search robots are unable to swiftly determine which categories or subjects should be prioritized on your site. Bad customer experience, probably the worst one. Visitors and potential consumers may struggle to navigate and identify relevant content pieces if your site's material is scattered across. And it's a big problem for brand building too. And at the end, high bounce rates, which means you'll miss the opportunity to move leads further down your sales funnels. What exactly is content topic cluster strategy? Content topic cluster strategy is the process of clustering and linking related content pieces around targeted topics that are relevant to your business. And you can use this strategy to establish yourself as an authority on existing topic or to create a new category for your SaaS company. I already mentioned for Drift as an example. I mean, they're great, and you all know what they're doing. And I mean, they are an authority on existing topic and all connected subtopics. HubSpot is another great example. How you need to look at your content marketing strategy, just to be sure what I'm talking about and what I'm seeing as a good example of content marketing strategy and topic clusters. Now, how content topic clusters powers the SaaS sales funnels? I mean, if that's one of the main changes. Now, marketers who are good in their job, and I mean they want to stand out from the crowd. They want to be accountable for the results. So the key advantage of the content topic cluster strategy over traditional content marketing plans, as previously said, is that it allows you to create content pieces that cover each stage of your sales funnel. It also gives you the opportunity to link related content with greater precision without having to rely on pure guesswork. And always start thinking about that with end users in mind. So you want to give them good, high quality article where some topic of their interest is covered as best as it can, with additional information, with additional angles, pros and cons. You want to give them all the information they need and to open additional subtopics to be linked further and for them to go more down to the funnel. So what will be the steps to develop SaaS content topic cluster strategy? First, research topics and concepts that your company needs to rank for. The second one, note all the keywords and queries related to each topic or key concepts. Examine the user intent of keywords and search queries, then combine them together to create top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel content. Create your pillar content as well as the related content pieces for each topic. Connect each pillar post to the content you created for top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. So let's start with first one. I mean, I can recommend you using each tool for any tool for keyword research you're already comfortable with. So I prefer, I don't know, Ahrefs, SEMrush, but you can use whatever tool you are comfortable working with. And I don't know, probably the essential thing is to study your list of keywords, try to find any additional logical semantic variation of topics, define subtopics, and try to find keywords with higher buying intent, with some intent, with at least with some buying intent to focus on. After that, you will create your pillar content around these topics, giving answers on these type of questions, and you will connect each pillar post you created to top of the funnel ranges, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. So for each stage, you will have nicely prepared piece of content. I mean, just remember it, right content for the right people at the right time. So, when we are talking about research topics and concepts that your company needs to rank for, before you begin, take a step back and consider the following question. What is the primary problem that your company solves? I mean, that's the questions you need to simply answer first before everything and before you start doing actual keyword research. Another question to consider is, what is that one thing you want your company to be recognized for? And you must prioritize the most important concept, idea, or business problem that your SaaS product solves to develop an effective content marketing topic cluster strategy. Firstly, figure out what problems your company solves or what is it that you want to be known for. That's exactly where you should start establishing your topical authority. The tone and concept of your website copy should be based on these two. And I mean, it's logical. Before that step, you're not sure where you want to build your topical authority. When you do this step properly, you simply know. Second, look into different supporting topics that are directly linked to your main topic to bring it into focus. Prioritize those with high search volume and wide range of search queries. These are the pillar topics that will support your content strategy. And now you simply have a better idea what I'm talking about and how you can organize your content to start being topical authority. Note all the keywords you find doing your keyword research with your favorite keyword tool related to each topic or key concept. Type your topic into one of the tools and you'll get a long list of search queries and keywords that you can use to build your topic clusters. After that, examine the user intent of keywords and search queries, then combine them together to create top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel content. But keep in mind, they can't tell you the reason why people were looking for them when they did those searches. That is your responsibility. So you need to understand search intent behind everything. Your ability to research and understand the search intent of keywords can make or break your content strategy. Put yourself in the shoes of your target audience and try to think like them when conducting research using a search query you discovered in step 2. You should ask yourself 3 questions and provide answers to each of them. First question, were they simply looking for general information on this topic? I mean, many people will read information from the article from some completely different reason, some general reason. They want to know more. They are doing research for their own material. Who knows? That's the reason we need second question, where they're looking for specific steps or suggestions to help them overcome the problems related to the topic. And the third question is, were they looking for a SaaS product or service that would solve their problem? The content topic cluster strategy takes a comprehensive look at each topic, creates content, and links its pieces together, all while keeping the sales funnel in mind. So the next logical step is creating your pillar content. Create your pillar content as well as the related content pieces for each topic. Sorry. You've selected the topics for which you'll need to create content clusters and outline the content titles based on how they connect to the stages of your sales funnel. What's next? To create actual content pieces. First of all, you must create all content pieces, including those for top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. And this could be, for example, standard blog posts around 1,500 words or maybe a few hundreds more, and that must specifically answer to only one type of search query or keyword, so laser targeted focused content. Then, after you finish with them, you need to create a pillar content. This content is your typical ultimate guide with 3,000-4,000 words or more as needed. This pillar content should also provide a summary or overview of the topic. With your pillar content pieces, however, you shouldn't try to address specific search query in depth. Link each pillar post to your top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel content pieces. In addition to your content, you also need to devise a coherent linking structure. Connect the cluster's content pieces to your sales funnel for each supporting topics. Linking topics together in an appropriate way will keep visitors on track and lead them through the sales funnel with ease. Keep in mind that the ultimate goal of content topic cluster strategy is to create website structure that accomplishes the following functions. To become a category creator or topical authority on topics that are important for your business growth. To allow search engine bots to better explore and understand your site's content, rewarding you with more consistent organic search traffic. To enable visitors to identify and navigate relevant content on your site with ease. And most importantly, to draw visitors deeper into your sales funnels, increasing your chances of converting them into subscribers and customers. Everything is pretty much clear here. So, what will be the main benefits of ungating your pillar content? I mean, it's always a debate, and I have to admit I'm a big fan of completely ungating all of your content. And I mean, it depends from company to companies, but benefits are probably good enough for you to start considering ungating all the content. And you can expect in time an increased amount of organic traffic that lands on your K pages because you are sharing high quality content prepared to satisfy end users in mind and to be very, very Google friendly. Attracting more organic traffic to foundational pages, increased number of high quality conversions because you're using high quality materials and your leads are actually good leads, so you can convert them. User-friendly content that addresses the needs of people who are visiting the page. I mean, whatever you do, try to be as customer-centric as you can. So when you're creating when you're creating pillar pages, you have like two basic types. And I mean, you can go try to make a hybrid, and in some niches, it will give you very, very nice results. But let's see what are two different type of pillar pages. You have 10x content pillar page. That's usually owned content will make up the majority of these pages. Consider them to be ungated ebooks that live on your website. Your goal on each page will be to dive into the core concepts of your topic clusters. And the second type of pillar page is the resource pillar page. These pages combine owned content with a deep, ever-growing library of outbound links. Think of a resource pillar content as bookmarkable reference pages that your audience can refer to time and again. And you know these type of pages where you will find everything you need to know about some topic with additional links where you will go to find some additional information or to go more in depth. And that's the way you want to organize your content. That's the space you want your warm leads. So how to create a pillar page? Let's go through 6 different phases. So first, you need to choose the main topic. After that, to develop subtopics. Number 3, write, edit, and organize your pillar page. I mean, it's an ebook. You need to organize all this material into nice article, and you need to keep the flow all way through all the reading till the very end. So you need to organize your pillar page nicely. The second one is you need to build your pillar page. After that, we are talking about sharing, promotion, and showing off your new page. And the last step will be a content update or upgrade if it's necessary. So let's start with choose the main topic. So first, ask yourself, would this page answer your question a reader who searched keywords had, and is it wide enough to be an umbrella for example, 20, 30 posts while choosing your pillar page topics? Here are some pointers to keep in mind as a basic guideline. It's not a pillar page if you're trying to get a page to rank for a long tail keyword. It's not a pillar page if your page provides in-depth explanation of a specific topic. And if your page covers several aspects of broad topic, it's most likely a pillar page. Take a look at your buyer personas. This is a crucial step in the process probably, so don't skip it. Identify your consumers' main problems or pain areas. What information do they usually seek out on your website to solve their problems? You can create a highly effective pillar page by getting to the root of these issues by providing relevant educational content on your website. You should also do some research to determine what keywords your competitors and industry leaders are ranking for. After that, you need to develop subtopics. Find out what terms and questions are being typed into Google for your main topic. When coming up with subtopics, make sure that each one of them is specific, highly relevant to and supports the main topic, answering common questions about the main topic, and has the ability to be used as a standalone piece of content. Is it blog post, video, podcast, infographic, ebook? It doesn't matter. So it needs to be able to be used as a standalone piece of content. That's probably a crucial piece of information and guidance how it should be look like. write, edit, and organize your pillar page. It will probably be around the length of an ebook. 3, 4, probably even more. Around 5K words, I think it's a nice length for your pillar page. Begin with an introduction in which you define the topic of your pillar page and provide an outline of what readers will find here. I mean, people love to know and to be sure what they can expect. Probably you will, and if you deliver that for them, you will form nice atmosphere of trust, and you want that. People buy from people they trust. After that, write about each of your subtopics, answer questions, and write in user-friendly manner. Always in user-friendly manner. People don't love to read boring articles who are done just for search engine or another reason, or is just there for you to glorify your magnificent features or stuff like that. Try to be user-friendly always. Use links to other pages on your website to assist someone in researching your topic as much as possible. This will help guide them through the buyer's journey. Next step is to actually build your pillar page. Your page should be scannable, well-organized guide. So always keep in mind formatting. It needs to be eye candy. Come on, if someone would spend 15, 20 minutes on your piece of content, maybe even more, it needs to be well organized. As you build it, make sure to incorporate each of the following elements. Anchor linked table of contents. Near of the top of the page, functions like the chapters of a book. Links to main headers throughout your page and allows users to find specific sections they're looking for and jump straight to them. I mean, you want to do everything to satisfy end users and to keep them as long as it's necessary. So, table of content is really, really important. Core topic definition, where you will define what is all about. The next important thing you need to pay attention when you build your pillar page are headers. H1 title tag should contain your core topic keyword. H2 tags for main section headers, and I recommend H3 and so on for additional subsections. So everything will be nice, well organized, and clear. Even for people who are just skimming through your content, they will find some value and they will come back when they need more time, or they will recommend your content further if it's scannable for them, and it will be when you organized your pieces nicely together. Internal links. You need to relevant sources that provide more in-depth information on the topics, and link to top performing pieces on your website that fall within different sections of your pillar pages. I mean, links are good, and use that power wisely. External links, sources that validate your claims and add credibility. I mean, in piece about 4K, 5K words, you can be pretty much nice with 5 nice additional external links to reputable sources and something that simply add additional credibility to your content piece. Another thing are images. They need to support your content, give reader visual aids, and include alt text. Back to top buttons placed in each main sections and the very least at the bottom of the page. Make it easy for users to jump back to the top of the page. Saves users from having to scroll. People simply had to scroll too much from beginning of your piece to the end of your piece. Make their life easier. Landing page elements. You still want this page to be focused on increasing conversions. So don't forget to include a form somewhere so users can contact you for help. Calls to action button. Encourage readers to take an action like contact you or downloading more information, and use it where it's helpful. If it looks out of place or interrupts your page flow, it may be better to leave it out. Also, you should reference your core topic in each of these key areas on the page. Page title, URL, H1 tag throughout body of text. After you prepare everything, the next step is share, promote, and show off your new page. You're finally ready to share your pillar page with the world, and you have plenty of options for doing so. Share it on social media regularly, create ads to promote it, share it via newsletters and emails, or even mention it in industry forums. You could also talk about your pillar article at networking events so that other people can learn more from you, or simply ask coworkers and sales associates if they know anyone who would be interested in reading up on what makes a great blog post. I mean, all of us are in some private Slack communities, private message groups. I mean, sky is the limit, and you need to be creative in promotion. So why don't you do that? Update your page as needed. Once you get to this step, it's time for a huge round of applause. You did all the hard work and should be proud. But don't just set your pillar page and forget about it. As you learn more or build related content or your website over time, make sure that these pages are always fresh with new information by regularly updating them when necessary. It also pays off to keep an eye out on how visitors interact with this important part of your site. If they're not viewing what we want them to view, then maybe we need adjustments in order for things to run smoothly. So always check, always monitor the progress and analytics, and update when necessary. So, topic cluster promotion. Have you heard about the dirty little secret of content marketing? And here it is. Production follows promotion, not the other way around. Typically, marketers consider 50-50 ratio of content production to promotion effectively, but in reality, the best marketers have a ratio closer to 20% for production and even 80% for promotion. And I mean, that's true. And we see it so many times, amazing resources, and no one will actually see them because when many people think about content production, they don't think about content promotion. And that's the main reason why some good piece of content will fall flat. Here are some strategies for short-term success that will drive traffic to your pillar page and subtopics. Send an email series to your subscribers about your new topic clusters. I mean, it's completely legit email, and everyone would love to receive information about your new content marketing strategy, and with, for example, 5 linked pieces of amazing content. I mean, come on, send me this type of email every single day and I will be happy. So start building a lookalike audience by uploading relevant emails to your Facebook page. Break up the content into snippets and use them to create a series of social media posts to promote your pillar page and subtopics. Make contact with folks who have linked to similar content. I mean, we are living in In era of social selling, with great piece of content, you can use parts of them whenever you want, wherever you want. So be creative, and again, sky is the limit. You already have amazing content. Why don't use some snippets on all your connected social media networks? Okay, answer at least 5 questions relevant to your topic clusters on Quora, and comment on 5 related blog posts from authoritative websites. And I mean, you can go even further on LinkedIn. Whenever is someone asks questions or posts something relatable, you can link your pillar page as an additional value, or as a place to find additional information, or to have response on some topic relevant questions. So be creative, and you can do many interesting things for your promotion. Further long-term strategies will include, so you will build real relationships with influencers in your industry. You will start contributing to industry newsletters. You will write guest blog posts on authoritative websites. Mention it on a podcast and get guest podcasts. Get active in industry communities. Amplify your highest performing content on social media. Start a remarketing ad campaign to keep your visitors engaged. Syndicate your content on websites and platforms that are relevant to you. Update and expand your top performing content to increase audience value. Repurpose content for new formats. That's probably the main thing. Repurposing is so hot thing right now. And keep adding content to your topic clusters to increase the authority. I mean, if you are not sure what to do and how to do it, just check the hotspot. They're great. Just check what Drift are doing, and everything will be clear for you. So, to conclude, start creating topic clusters. Marketers have long been advised that finding relevant keywords with high search volume and medium-low competition is the key to SEO success. That strategy may have worked in the past, but keywords are no longer the most important factor in SEO and content strategy. And I will repeat that again. Keywords are no longer the most important factor in SEO and content strategy. Consumers are being treated like actual people by search engines, and it's time for us to do the same with our content. That means putting the audience first when creating, organizing, and measuring our content. With focus on simple site architecture and informative content, topic clusters accomplish exactly that. Marketing needs a makeover. It starts today. Thank you, people. This is the end of presentation. I will stop sharing my screen now, and you can ask me anything.
Let's go and check out the content, the questions. I think that you answer most of the questions looking at them, but then we can maybe go through all of them, because people ask a lot of questions that you in the first part of the presentation.
Okay.
Then you move through all of them, but maybe we can get some of you guys on the camera, and maybe you can extend the questions and ask all that you can. So let's see. Anybody wants to join us? And who has questions? Nicole, Robert, people who are the most active.
So can I respond to something?
Yeah. Okay, Totsi, here's a question from Nicole. Why don't you want to try to rank for anything in the pillar piece? There has been quite a conversation around it, just so you know, in the questions. So let's try to give this an answer.
Can you repeat the question for me, please?
Yeah, you have it. You have it in the chat. Why don't you want to try to rank for anything in the pillar piece?
I mean, it's you cannot rank for anything. It's probably the better to rank for something where is actual buying intent. That's the keyword I want to rank for, where I can see at least some buying intent, or some buying intent I can actually, with additional info and the right answer, I can move that lead further down the pipeline. So I will always try to find keywords with at least some buying intent. That's the reason I don't want to rank for anything just because of the traffic, or I don't know. It's like general piece of content. It's like general keyword. I want to be ranked for keywords with additional buying intent.
Yeah, Robert said also think of these as category pages, but you have built every other answer and link the piece together, and your user will find your pillar page.
And I want to answer to additional, because I saw it. What is like recommendation to have it as a text or as a PDF? From my experience, both. Give them the best of both worlds. Give them full ungated ebook, and give them downloadable version for them just to download it if they want, or to have it on mobile, on laptop. So most of them will read it offline somewhere. So why not give them both? Sorry for
yeah. Let's give Robert a chance to join us. Robert, you should be able to speak, or turn on your camera, whatever.
So just a few questions. Just a few questions that I had. You all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
So, conducting, like, I know that everything links together. Like, let's start.
Everything links together.
Yeah, let's start from the top. Top of the funnel. That's really your how-tos, right? Like, I can understand top of the funnel stuff, but how do you determine middle of the funnel, bottom funnel? Like, how do you identify those?
I will create a different type of contents for top of the funnel, because it will be more informative, educative piece. In middle of the funnel, my content will be different. So if someone react on this type of content, he's already aware about the problems. He's finding something more to learn about the possible solutions. So he's probably more down the funnel. He's somewhere in between. He's aware of the problem, but still working on solutions.
Got you. And then, as you said, obviously anybody that comes to your website, there's transactional users and there's informational users, right? So your goal is to convert anybody who comes to your website. They want information. Well, we want leads, right? So being able to capture those leads and put, different types of, whether it be exit intent pop-ups or whatever, because ultimately at the end of the day, you want to keep that person in that content cluster that you're building.
I want them somewhere, so I will provide them additional network of links and additional network of high quality content, and I want them around, going through the pipeline slowly down to the end.
Oh, I have to actually show you this little drawing here that I did. So again, like emails, social media posts, blogs, guest posts, all these things are at the top. Like, and I have like videos here, but it's still kind of the same the same similar scenario, right? That could be your lead magnet or white paper.
Exactly.
And everything just flows down through to conversions to a customer. Like that's crazy that we're having this conversation. I have this
And
on my
I
board.
mean, as I said at the beginning, I want to be accountable for that. I want people to know, hey, I made this and it works. It makes money for my clients. It makes money for me.
So my biggest question is like in terms of preserving link integrity, right? Because you're not doing all of this work to not gain any kind of SEO value, right? So when you're linking to different blog posts and even to your pillar page, right? When you link to your pillar page, are you just linking on your brand name, or is it the keyword in which that the pillar page ranks for?
I want like completely natural distribution of anchor text linking to my pillar pages. So I will do everything, and I will try to be more conversational. So I will try to link with partial match anchor text. I will try to link it within the sentence. I will try to link it, of course, with brand whenever I have opportunity to choose. Because if pillar content is good, they will naturally attract more links if it's promotion done correctly. So always count on natural links. They will come after and after when content mature for some time.
Okay. And then last thing I really got is, white papers, right? Like, well, actually, I'm going to touch base real quick. Somebody said something about a PDF. You'll actually find the PDFs in the search results, right? You'll find those.
Of course.
So that will answer their question right there. Those are the pages that you need to make PDFs. On the research for the white. Oops.
We can hear you. Go on.
Okay, there it is. Sorry, like my computer just like completely closed out of the browser. So for the original research for like the white papers and things that you create, right? Like obviously originally researched stuff gets the most social shares. So how do you do that quickly, or how do you do that in terms of like scale, right? Like, because like where I'm coming from, we've got 8 different content clusters, right? Or content pillars. And I'm not specifically, well, one of them actually is software as a service. Well, 2 of them are. So, and then we've got different core business operations, right? That I'm trying to figure out how can I produce these lead magnets or white papers and then do my content upgrades, because like I know that my lead magnets as is aren't great, right? I created a new one. It was the hierarchy or whatever. I actually linked it to my service page. It's a 1-page document linked to my service page. Probably, at least in terms of like strategy, it's right. But the other ones, not great. So how can I improve what I'm doing?
That's an interesting question.
I like it. I always ask interesting questions. Just
it's really interesting, and I'm not sure I have like fast answer.
Okay. I mean,
let me jump in. I can connect this with I connect this not with the white papers, but with a question Nicole asked, and it's gate or ungate. Mm-hmm. I'm all in for ungated things. Why? But I'm okay to give people additional value in a way, like not gating the content, but providing people, let's say, gating the resources. So let's say we write an article, when we say this is how you can create a perfect landing page to convert more traffic, just out of the head. The resource would be here's a PDF where we explain the way we created 3 landing pages that converted the most for us. So in steps. So basically it's an additional step after you read the article. That's an additional step, and you want to download it to kind of continue. Actually, okay, I read this. What should I do now? And now comes the resource when it says, "Aha, here's the way they have done it. So let me try to do it again." So that's the way I'm seeing it. Not getting content to get the information, but to prolong the education. And then basically you can always give them something to do afterwards. When they create the landing page, okay, go ahead, share it, tag us, or go ahead, write us the way it performs, or those kind of things that will make people more engaged with what you are giving them.
Or like, hey, here's an SEO optimization checklist, right? You've like
some resource, some framework, some checklist. Exactly.
No, that makes perfect sense. No, this was great. I mean, I appreciate you guys. One thing I would say though, put some visuals in that presentation. Yeah, like it's just from my perspective, right? Like I was watching it and I was like,
I leave like few additional spaces for GIFs, but I was lazy today to put it on.
Hey, I like the GIFs though. Like
usually we do GIFs. I mean, I'm known for GIFs in comments on LinkedIn. I mean, and I was lazy today, to be honest.
They're the best though. Like and GIFs and memes are truly what's taking over today. Like you don't really want to use stock images in your content, right? Google, you want to use screenshots, you want to use GIFs, you want to use memes, things that really elate that emotion to how that reader is feeling whenever they're reading that article.
Just one thing to add here, what is interesting, I totally agree with you, but you should have a research before you decide that, just like that. Because I was the one that was speaking just like you do, and I came to an agency to be a director, and I saw that there was the brand we were working with, accounting software, and all the photos on social media were stock photos, like men in suits. So I asked them, why the hell are we doing this? Because like I came in Serbia to work with companies, and before that I worked with US and Canada-based companies, and there's no stock photos. So I told them, and the CEO told me, we tried it, and this is only thing that works. try it out yourself and see what's happening. So I changed the photos to more natural ones. I got like 5 likes, no comments at all, like on each picture. Then I got back the man in suit. It was 1,500 likes, 500 comments, 700 people applied to the webinar. It was kind of crazy. And then I understand, okay, people in Serbia see accountants and as like people in suits, men in suits. And so I think for that year we used 80% of the stock photos on the internet with men in suits, like men in suit on the moon, men in suit in a boat, men in suit on the ladders. So all kind of things. But it's just like markets are different, and we need to do the research before we claim anything.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. It's like your market was different there, right? Like because like we primarily deal with US based sellers, like and we know our audience anyways. Like we know what they want, and it's not those stock images because they want the screenshots. They want to see like inside of the UI, right? Like they want arrows, they want boxes, they want it zoomed in. Like you want to be able to educate and inform people as much as humanly possible. And you guys have done a great job today. Appreciate you all for
thank you
having me on and allowing me to talk. I don't know if there's anybody still here or not, but it's been great just chatting with you guys.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for jumping in.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you all for being here. Totsi, thanks everyone for the presentation.
It was my pleasure.
And insights, and see you next week on another webinar.
Bye, people. See you next week.